Yes. Good evening, Chris. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Okay, so we had finished 2.2 second one, correct? Now we had to do third one. So let's start with the third one.
You gave third one as homework.
Homework. So you did it, third one?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, 1 minute. We'll discuss it. 9. You had to prove you have to prove line L is parallel to line N. L parallel to N. How you did it?
So, so I, so I
Is it,
found out if
is it
I,
possible for you to send me a photo of that solution now? Okay, send it to
yes,
me then. I'll check and we'll discuss. I didn't switch. Yes, I got it. I'm just having a look at it. Huh? Okay, one small mistake is there. First, what they have asked in this question? In this question, they have asked you to prove L, that is this one, is parallel to N, that is this line. Okay, so this question you have to do it in two parts. First, you have to show L is parallel to M. Okay, that first. And second, you have to show M is parallel to N. Okay, and then after that, you can directly, once you have proved these first two things, you can directly say L is parallel to M. Okay, now just for simplicity, I'll just rotate this figure so that you may have just understand it properly like this. So now you see what is the transversal? Which line is a transversal? Can you tell me?
K.
K is a transversal. So when I'll start with the solution. So here you will use which firstly. Now just ignore N. Okay, ignore line L. Just think there is L and M, only these two lines. Okay, this is B, and this is A. Okay, B and A. Now, which test will you use to prove that L is parallel to M? This is L, this is M. Which test will you use to show L is parallel to M? There are three tests. First is corresponding angle test. Second is in alternate angle test, alternate interior angle test. And third is, okay, I'll go back to those first. First is interior angle test. Interior angle should be supplementary. Second is alternate interior angles should be congruent, then it is parallel. And third is corresponding angles should be congruent, then it is parallel. Now come back to this one. Now here in the question it is given angle A is congruent to angle B. Okay, this is given. This is given. A is congruent to B, but what can you see? A and B, what type of angles are they? What type of angle it is?
Corresponding.
Corresponding angle. So, but angle A and angle B are corresponding angles. So what are we getting here? Corresponding angles are congruent.
So line L and M
Are parallel to
are
each other.
parallel.
Therefore, line L is parallel to line M. This is 1. Fine. Now, for M and N. For M and N, you ignore line L and you ignore this transversal. Okay, ignore that transversal. Ignore it completely. Or I'll just take out what I require. I'll just take it out. Okay, just ignore other things and also ignore the transversal. This transversal, ignore it. Look at only this now. Here now, this is your transversal. Okay, this is also the transversal, but I don't require it. I just require this. Now, it is given x is congruent to angle y. This is x, this is y. This is given to you. But what relationship can you see? What is x and y? What is x and y? They are, yeah, just alternate. One word you're missing. Alternate interior angle. Angle x and angle y are alternate interior angle. And what the second test for parallel line says, if alternate interior angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Therefore, you can say that line M is parallel to line N. Okay, this is by this third point. Okay, sorry, by the second point, this one. If one of the pairs of alternating interior angle is congruent and lines are parallel, this property we are using here. So line L is parallel to line N. This you name it as equation number 2. Did you understand now? Okay.
So I
Yes.
did exactly like that.
What?
I did the same exactly like that.
No, you used, 1 minute. Oh, I didn't see the above part. Yeah. From corresponding angle test, line M. Sorry, I didn't see the first part. I just thought you used alternate. Okay, but one correction. Do right there alternate interior angle test. Okay, alternate interior angle test. We'll do the fourth one then. Okay, let's understand this first. In the figure, ray BA, that is this, is parallel to DE. Okay, these two are parallel to each other. Angle C 50 degree, angle D 100 degree. Find the measure of angle ABC. That is, you have to find the measure of this angle ABC. Hint is given, draw a line passing through point C and parallel to AB. Okay, they are just given you a hint. So let's draw. They ask you draw a line passing through point C and it has to be parallel to AB. So I'll just draw this line. I'll make it dotted. Okay, so I've drawn a dotted line passing through point C and parallel to AB. So we have to find out angle ABC. This is 100. Okay. This is little bit lengthy some, but let's do it. Okay. So it is given, okay, understand first, given AB parallel to DE. Okay, this is given. Okay, AB parallel to DE. This line parallel to this line. It's given to you. Okay. And you have constructed XY. You have drawn XY in such a way by the hint. Okay, what the hint says, you have to draw XY parallel to AB. So XY is parallel to AB. Okay, or you can also write it like this instead of that. AB parallel to XY. Okay, so AB is parallel to DE and AB is parallel to XY also. So therefore, this you write by construction. Okay, this is by construction. Therefore, you can say that DE and XY is also parallel to each other. DE and XY both are parallel to each other. Clear? Yes or no? Okay. Now, so you have got DE parallel to XY. Now, since DE is parallel to XY, segment DC becomes a transversal. or segment DC is the transversal, builder. Segment DC is the transversal. Is this clear? This is parallel to each other. So this DC is the transversal. No?
Okay, sir. So if we extend DE from the point B, yeah,
Yeah, if you extend this, you're saying, nah? Yeah, if you extend this
yeah.
like this. So DC becomes a transversal. Now, since DC is a transversal, angle CDE and angle YCD. What type of angles these are? This one and this one. They are interior angles. Okay, they are interior angles. Now, since the lines are parallel to each other, sum of interior angles will be, if you add them, if you add the interior angles, you will get sum of interior angles are 180. Yes, 180. Supplementary. Sum of interior angles are supplementary. So this is 100. CDE is 100 degree. YCD we do not know. Keep it as it is. And this is 180 degree. Take 100 on the other side. So YCD will be 180. 180 minus 100, that is 80 degree. So angle YCD is equal to 80 degree. Now YCD means it is this. This is 80. Now, this clear how I got YCD 80 degree? Okay.
Yes.
Also don't forget the question. What is asked? We have to find out angle ABC. That means this angle there, we have to find out this one. Okay, we have to find out this angle. Angle ABC. So don't forget that. Okay, coming back to this. Now we found out YCD. So I'll just so YCD 80 degree. Now I will find out this angle. Angle BCX I want to find out now. Angle BCX. Okay, how to find out BCX? This is
BCX and BCY are in a linear pair.
Now here there will be three angles in linear pair. Angle YCD, angle BCD, and angle BCX. These are the three angles in linear pair. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Now, one thing you know about angles in linear pair, if you add them, but they are 180 degrees. So YCD plus BCD plus BCX is equal to 180 degree. Substitute YCD is 80, BCD is 50, and BCX we don't know, is equal to 180 degree. So 130 plus BCX is equal to 180 degree. Take 130 on the other side, it'll get subtracted. So BCX is equal to 180 degree minus 130, which is 50 degrees. So BCX, this is 50. So this I'll write here 50. Now, I'll just extend this. I'll just extend this. And now if look at it, this AB parallel to XY and BC is a transversal. Okay, I'll do it on a new page better. Now, if you see, look carefully, AB parallel to XY, and we'll treat BC as a transversal. So BC is the transversal. Okay, BC is a transversal. Now, since BC is a transversal, what are these two angles then? This one and these angles. This is
Interior angles.
interior angles, correct. So I'll name it angle ABC and angle BCX are interior angle. And now since the lines are parallel to each other, we know that interior angles are what? If you add them,
180 degrees.
180 degrees. That is supplementary. Interior angles are supplementary. Angle ABC, we don't know. We have to find it out. Angle BCX, we just now found out 50 degree equal to 180. Take 50 on the other side. So angle ABC is equal to 180 degree minus 50. So, wait. So angle ABC is how much?
130 degrees.
130 degrees. That's it. We had to find out this only. I hope it's clear. Did you understand the sum?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I've done the sum in 3 pages. So this is the third one. This is the first part. Write down part wise, okay? This is first part, write down this much and then tell me if you're finished and we'll move on to the next one. I'll show you the next one.
Sir, second part.
This is the second part. Second part is finding angle YCD, that is this one, 80 degree.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Chris, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you see the sum? Have you finished copying it?
No, sir, I was halfway doing it.
Oh, oh,
I'll start.
okay. Yeah, continue.
Sir, could you move to the third part?
Yeah, this is the third part.
So the next part.
Yeah, this is the next last part.
Yeah, okay. Done, sir.
Okay. So we'll do the fourth next sum. Fifth one. Okay. Understand the fifth question first. It says in the figure, ray AE is parallel to BD. So AE is this one here and BD is this one here. So both these rays are parallel to each other, which you can check if you extend it. I'll just extend this. There's no need to extend it, but I'm just showing it to you, okay? And if you extend this, these two rays are parallel to each other. Okay, that is given.
Yes, sir.
AF is a bisector of angle EAB. Now, what do you mean by angle bisector? It divides your angle into two equal parts. So AF, that is this angle here, is the angle bisector of EAB. So it is dividing this entire angle into two parts. So you see this part is X, this part is also X, meaning same measure. Similarly, ray BC, that is this dotted line here, is the bisector for angle ABD. Okay, so this is an angle bisector. This line BC bisects ABD. You have to prove that this ray or line AF is parallel to BC. This is what you have to prove. Okay, so what is given in the question and what you have to prove, or what you have to find out, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can start with the proof. We'll start with the proof or solution. Slowly, one by one, we'll finish it. Firstly, angle EAF. Simultaneously, look at the figure also. Observe the figure. Angle EAF will be equal to angle FAB. Correct? Will it be equal or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it will be equal. Why it is equal? Because
Because the bisector divides the angle into two parts.
correct. AF is the bisector. That is the reason. Okay, AF is a bisector and it divides into two parts. Correct. So this is equal to X. Or angle X, I'll write it. This is equal to angle X. This we can also write it as angle X, or angle X is half of angle EAB. Okay, that means this is half of this entire angle. Correct? Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, in the exact same way, I'll write here, similarly, angle Y will be half of angle ABD. Correct? This is half of the entire one. Correct? Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this will name this as equation number 1. Okay, right up to here.
Okay, sir. Done, sir. Done.
Okay. Now, next. Okay, we have still not finished. Also, while solving the sum, don't forget what you want to prove. We want to prove AF is parallel to BC. We have to prove that. Okay, so this equation number 1, we'll keep it at the side now. Now, one thing to note in this figure, okay, suppose if I just rotate it like this, suppose, like this. Ignore the dotted lines for now. Okay, just ignore the dotted lines. If you extend this like this and this like this, if you extend, so can you see something? Firstly, EA, okay, this is E, this is A, this is B, and this is D. Okay, so EA is parallel to BD, and what is a transversal? What becomes a transversal?
AB.
AB, and AB is a transversal. Okay, AB is the transversal. Now, since AB is a transversal and both of them are parallel, these lines are parallel to each other, AE, that means this AE is parallel to DB. So, we can say that this angle EAB, and this angle, that is angle ABD, will be congruent. Why?
Because
Angle,
they alternate interior angles.
yes, angle EAB is congruent to angle ABD. This reason we'll write alternate interior angle. Okay, alternate interior angle. But from equation 1, oh wait, these two are congruent or equal also, we can say. Angle EAB equal to angle ABD. Okay, it means the same. Okay, so what you do, you multiply half on both sides. Multiply half on both sides. So when you multiply half on both sides, you get 1/2 angle EAB is equal to 1/2 angle ABD. Did you understand this up to here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming back to equation 1. What is half angle EAB? It is angle X.
Angle X. Angle X.
And half ABD is angle Y. So you just have
Angle
to
Y.
substitute. This is angle X. This is angle Y. So angle X is equal to angle Y. Is this clear? Yes. Yes, Chris, did you understand this? Unmute yourself. No, I can't hear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So right up to here, write the second part,
Yes,
and
sir.
then we'll move to the last final part. Don't forget what we have to prove.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now I'll just take the diagram. So we have proved angle X is equal to angle Y. We have proved this. Now, this I will just rotate it like this such that AF. Now ignore or just look at the dotted line AF and BC. Okay, we have to prove that these two are parallel to each other. We have to prove. But what we know one thing, that we have proved that angle X, this one, and angle Y are equal to each other. So I'll just write here, AB is the transversal. Okay, here AB is the transversal. Okay, AB is a transversal. And this angle, since these two angles are equal to each other, okay, what will it mean? These two angles, they are
Alternate interior angles.
yes, alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. So since the alternate interior angles are equal, what can you say about these lines AF and BC?
They are parallel lines.
They are parallel to each other. So you can say by alternate interior angle test, by alternate interior angle test, interior angle test, AF or line AF is parallel to line BC. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, write down.
Done, sir.
Okay, so sixth one, can you try it for homework? Sixth one.
Okay, I'll try, sir.
Okay, sixth one and problem set 2. Only these MCQs I want you to do. Okay,
Okay, sir.
problem
Yes,
set
sir.
2 MCQs and sixth one. So we'll stop here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so see you tomorrow, same time.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir.
Okay, bye. And also send, if you've finished with the solution,
Yeah.
if you've solved a sum, send me the photo before the class.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay.